Hello all you adorable fluff butts out there, Kitthesoulless here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. No, this isn't a rant, this is actually more of a photo shoot, I guess. Or more accurately, I want to show you guys some photos that I took. Now, I want to point out that this is going to be entirely unscripted. There may be large areas where I stop talking, and because of a minor mistake with my camera, these photos are not exactly in the right aspect ratio. So, instead of distorting the original image, I'm just going to show you guys the images at the aspect ratio they were taken at. Now, as a lot of you who watch this channel know, me and my mother decided to take a trip to the Grand Canyon about 2 weeks prior to the posting of this video. It was one of her bucket list items, and she didn't want to travel alone, and I've always kind of wanted to see the Grand Canyons, and we got some amazing pictures. Kind of like this one right here. I actually didn't think that this particular tunnel would be visible, I guess. We were going fast enough that I didn't think I'd actually get the image properly. But I did, and well, this is actually what I mean by I wasn't certain I was going to get the image properly, because you can see the distortion on the plants at the bottom of this picture, but what I was actually aiming for was the clouds in the horizon. I didn't quite get it, but I did on this shot. This shot was about, I'd say, an hour after that, and this is when we were still in a relatively green area of California. Another good mountain shot, and this one, I don't know, this one was actually right before we hit the desert, I think. There we go. This was I think, taken about 15 minutes after we hit the desert, and we saw just this absolutely beautiful area of just desolate, rolling hills. And I don't know why, but barren wastelands like this, they're so beautiful to me. I don't know why, I've always liked the desert. I actually really like this one. Anyways, this one was actually taken at on Route 66, and we stopped so I could use the restroom, and I decided to sit in the middle of the road and take this picture. And by the way, on that particular stop, because Route 66 is a long-ass highway, I nearly fell on one of these, which that probably would have ended very badly, because as you guys can probably see, these things are spiky as hell. Landing on one of these, I guarantee you I would not feel okay afterwards. I've seen what these freaking plants can do to your body if you fall on them. It's not pretty. Also, have a nice view from where we stopped so I could take a leak. We had been on Route 66 for almost 2 hours. Nice skyline, though. Okay. So this is one of my favorite pictures from before we actually got to the canyon, and this was actually at the Canyon's End Motel that we stayed at, just right like 20 miles from the canyon. I decided one night to get whirlwind stoned and took a bunch of pictures from the sunset, and this building right here actually used to be a little community center. But I decided to take a picture of the sunset and then just stay outside, sitting in this little folding chair, taking pictures of the sky and the moon from dusk till almost midnight. This one's out of place, but I actually this was the first picture we took when I got to the Canyon's End Motel, and you can see the layers of stone in it. It's beautiful. But yeah, no. This is what I was talking about. I took pictures of the night sky. I was hoping that we would be far enough from civilization to not have the light pollution that would block out most of the stars, but sadly that's not the case. However, the moon and clouds were absolutely beautiful that night, and I got literal hundreds of pictures of the sky, but only a few of them actually made it into this. And best part is we had what I believe is a full moon that night, and I don't know, maybe a sliver off, but it was absolutely beautiful. That night only ended when I started hearing coyotes less than a mile from me. Anyways, Hwal'api, I can't pronounce that, but the canyon is owned by the Hwal'api people, Native Americans. This, by the way, is a picture of what they call Dog Rock because it looks like a dog just laying there staring at a ball that is a boulder on the other side of that little gap. Here we have the, I believe this was the Eagle Formation. You can see the wings on the side and the body at the center. I actually wanted to get a picture of this little thing because it looked pretty cool, but when I went inside, I wanted to get a picture from the inside, but it had a bunch of writing on the inside that was just a bunch of people that put their social media tags. But, by the way, my mother decided to go on the skywalk. Nobody in our family thought she would actually be able to do it because everybody thinks she was thought she would be too scared, but she did it. There you go, guys. Again, a better view of the Eagle Formation. By the way, when we were there was a guide that was trying to convince a dude that a agave plant was a Joshua tree. And there we go. That's a picture of the Dog Rock. You can see the laying dog and the ball on the far left. And it's kind of pretty. Then again, all of these images were really pretty. But yeah, no, the guy that was trying to convince somebody that a agave plant was a Joshua tree, I almost went over there and corrected him, but at the same time I noticed he's wearing a guide outfit, so I didn't necessarily want to step on his toes, but I think he might have been new. These are all shots from Guano Point now, which was a pain in the butt to get to. It's the second stop on the, it's the second area that they let you go to on the actual touristy area of the Grand Canyon. And it's a nice rock climb to get to the top of it. Not so much a rock climb. It's a hike, and there's a lot of nearly vertical areas. But it's not really that dangerous. It's also one of the best places to get a view of the river along the bottom of the canyon. And again, nice skyline shot. Really beautiful sky, really beautiful cliffs. You can again see the sedimentary rock formations. This thing right here terrifies me because I actually got to see the slope that this thing went on. This is a monorail station that is, it's no longer active, don't worry. But I saw the slope that this thing took, and that would be terrifying. Ooh, I actually nearly fell off one of the areas. I wouldn't have fallen too terribly far, but that's the view that I got after I got up. And it was just, oh my god. Scary as all hell. Another beautiful view of the river. I spent almost an hour up on the top of Guano Point just taking pictures and chilling out and playing an ocarina and all of that. And just trying to find places to take these pictures. There are people out there that say that the Grand Canyon is just a big hole. Why would anybody want to go see it? But you know what? It's a big hole, yeah, but you gotta admit, it's a beautiful place. Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed the images from our trip as much as we enjoyed taking the trip. And I guess this is where I'm gonna say ta-ta, everybody.